Hi, I'm Jake Garza from PlayIndiana.com, and I've got an update for you on the state of Indiana sports betting. March's revenue numbers just came in, and things are looking great. Hoosiers wagered over $316 million on sports during just the month of March. And that was a pretty big step up from February's $273 million worth of wagers. So what changed? Why did we have such a big leap from February to March? You can basically thank March Madness for that. Indiana has hosted NCAA tournament games before, but not quite like this. Every single March Madness game this year took place in Indiana, which has never happened before with a single state. We had games all the way up in West Lafayette at Mackey Arena, where you can normally find Purdue, and games all the way down south in Bloomington, where you can normally find the IU Hoosiers. Toss in Hinkle Fieldhouse, home of Butler, Bankers Life Fieldhouse, the home of the Pacers, and Lucas Oil Stadium, the home of the Colts, and we had games taking place at arenas all over the state, and most of those games had fans in attendance. All of that led to a huge rise in basketball betting. Hoosiers wagered over $160 million on just basketball last month, and that's a pretty big handle. At this point, Indiana's love affair with basketball is a pretty well-documented one. Everyone knows that Hoosiers love basketball, and $160 million worth of basketball bets in March certainly puts that love on full display. So March's numbers also put Indiana over the hump for a pretty significant milestone for its sports betting market. Since sports betting started in Indiana all the way back in September of 2019, Hoosiers have now bet over $3 billion, billion with a B, on sports. That's a huge handle, and it's only going to continue to climb higher and higher as the months go on. A big part of that future growth is going to be the introduction of new online sportsbooks into the market. We've already had one this month with WynnBET opening for business on April 1st, and Indiana has a couple more in the pipeline that are hoping to launch this month. Barstool Sportsbook is the first one that's probably launching next. Their goal is to be up and running before the end of April in the state. SBK Sportsbook is just a few weeks away from launching in Indiana too. So yeah, we've got a lot of things coming in the Hoosier state and a lot of online sportsbooks for gamblers to pick from. Speaking of future growth, baseball betting is going to be a big part of that over the next few months. Now, Indiana is kind of in a unique situation when it comes to baseball betting because we've never had it in the spring before. Last year, the pandemic pushed back the start of the MLB season all the way into late July. So Indiana has never had baseball betting in the spring ever since sports betting started in the state. So that's going to be a really key thing to keep an eye on over the next few months, is how much the Hoosiers like betting on baseball. Now, we don't have a team ourselves here in Indiana, but there are plenty of Cardinals fans, Reds fans, Cubs fans, and maybe even a few White Sox fans like myself thrown in there. So baseball betting is going to be a big part of the state moving forward. Again, I'm Jake Garza, and I'll have more updates for you on the state of Indiana sports betting at PlayIndiana.com, so be sure to check us out.